Now, again, Paul, 2024 is coming into the horizon. We're going into the political year, even this year. Hence, that's why the Indonesian National Cyber and Encryption Agency, or known as BSSN, predict a potential increase in vulnerability in Indonesian cyberspace ahead of the 2024 general election.
Indeed, and this has prompted the agency, together with the General Election Commissions, which has formed a special task force for securing population data and cyber attack security operations until the general election stage has concluded. The upcoming 2024 elections has led to greater vulnerability in the use of cyberspace among the general public, with certain social media accounts doing their best to influence the public.
The National Cyber Encryption Agency said that it has formed a special task force with the General Election Commission, or KPU, to address the matter. Collaboration between the two parties is expected to lead to greater protection of personal data and the prevention of hacking of election sites.
Kita akan menghadapi pemilu. Tentu orang dalam pemilu itu adalah bagaimana mempengaruhi hati dan pikiran orang untuk tentunya sesuai dengan keinginan pihak-pihak tertentu. Nah, ini juga bisa mendorong ya meningkatnya serangan siber kalau mereka dalam hal ini menggunakan siber, ya. Apakah dalam rangka mempengaruhi orang atau dalam rangka menyampaikan, tentu kita berharap digunakanlah ruang siber itu tetap dalam konteks menyampaikan visi misi, menyampaikan program-programnya ke depan, sehingga saya yakin itulah salah satu kondisi yang kita harapkan ke depan. Jangan digunakan menjadi arena untuk saling menyerang, gitu ya. Walaupun itu tentunya ya kita lihat nantinya. Jadi itu kira-kira kenapa peningkatan bisa terjadi karena faktor-faktor tadi.
All right, so cyber attacks, of course, during the post-election period or during the election period itself, there's also a very deep concern regarding to this. Data hacking and manipulation of voting mechanism involve electronic data or using of the data that has been hacked. It also have the ability to keep the latest of the, there's a saying that's called cyber hacktism. It attacks focusing largely on persuasion or dissuasion to shift, stop, or silence a political group or message. Now, how can we implement this and how we can discuss this? There's ways. First, improve response time with analytic and also automation. There's also there's a zero trust network access. It's called ZTNA 2.0 now for networks housing critical infrastructure. And also the third is protect critical endpoints during the election period. Extra protection must be added to the numerous devices and operating system, such as tools storing voters' data, as they're considered critical endpoints. Now, what can we do as civilians? Yeah. Think before clicking. There you go. I'm like thinking. Read before you think, Caroline. That's also too. Think before clicking. Never click embedded links within an email, especially if sender authenticity is questionable, and we found that a lot. Second, watch out for scare tactics. Phishers often employ scare tactics, threatening to disable an account or delay services until new or updated information is provided. Third, ignore unprofessional emails. Fourth, go directly to the source. Always be wary of emails or SMS requesting confidential information, particularly requests leveraging an embedded form of a link to an unknown site. Beef up security, block these attempts from ever entering the network in the first place with an automated prevention-first platform approach to cybersecurity. Yeah. I mean, it started from now, by the way. Yeah. We're thinking the election is going to be in 2024, February 14th. It is on Valentine's Day, yes, but it is starting from today.
Yeah, and I think that we've been somewhat practicing this over the recent couple of years anyway, where we're always telling each other to be wary when you receive links on WhatsApp. I myself have received one recently, and I knew this of this. It's basically an APK file, and what it is, it's like they'll tell you, oh, like you need to open this and change something right away to your data, and they make it seem somewhat urgent. But please do look at the attachments of any of the files you get. Some of them are malware designed to get information from your device as well. And I think this doesn't just apply, it especially applies with the election coming up, but I think it applies just in general. Yeah. We do have financial matters that we need to keep private as well. But speaking about the election as well, I do believe that people are smarter this time around, considering all of the misinformation and all of the the fake news, quote unquote fake news that we got the last election, I think people are a lot more wary this time around. And I think it's important for us to do our due diligence, despite any of the security measures in place, to please do double check your information.
Yes.
And when you do go to vote, make sure that you know enough about who you're voting for and the party that you're supporting, instead of just believing the person that you see or read anything on the timeline.
And I just want to add, think before clicking, and then think before you read, and think before you read, and after you read, think before you repost.
Yes.